Hi Bev, this is Alan. I just got done reading your paper and hope you're doing well and good job. Only have 3 minutes and I went over on the other one. So as I was reading your paper, I just kind of took notes of the sections of your paper. So if you want to look at that and make sure that I've got it kind of right. Alright, here we go. I looked at your questions at the top about organization, flow, and writing style, and here are some of my thoughts. As far as organization goes, the pros is that each of the sections was organized similarly, which means you kind of had the definition of what it was you were talking about, then you had benefits and so on. And so for me, it was very easy for me to go back and get used to that, which made the paper easy to read. I liked it. Cons, I think each section needs an application paragraph or mini section on how it's going to apply to athletic training, and I'll say that in my final takeaways. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, I don't know a lot about what your topic was, but I just think you always need to bring attention to athletic training in each section and with the headings and the subheadings. Just let the reader know that's what your focus is. Okay, as far as the flow, pros, you know your stuff. You got good references to back it up. And in some of your paper, especially I thought the second half, you did a good job bridging like parts of the paper together. Cons, I think it needs to be bridged more. Why are you including each section of the paper and how does it build toward your final point? That was addressed right at the end of the paper, but I think it needs to be addressed more. And the writing style, your writing's fine. I didn't see any cons. I don't think you have any worries there. I was able to understand what you were saying, even though it was about things I don't have a ton of experience with. So that was great. All right, so my final takeaways, and I'm sure you think about that. You need an introduction to your paper. You go right in to kind of the topic and without letting the reader know kind of what is the total purpose of the paper. So I'd have an introduction. I was struggling to see how it all fits into your final idea, but that might be because I don't really know what you're talking about. Not that that's your fault, it's my fault. Number two, like I said, always bring it back to AT. You do this really good in the second half of the paper, but do it throughout. And then work on letting the reader or telling the reader how each section builds and contributes to the next session. So anyway, did a good job. I'll attach a file too. Bye.